Welcome back to the FredTalk podcast. I am your host, Freddie Valoy. Gosh, all right, we got good reviews from the What Turns Women Off series. It was a 2-episode series, so check it out. I gathered these responses from my Instagram, so please follow me on Instagram, Freddie Valoy, first, last name. I ask questions, typically relationship-based. Sometimes I'll be wilding and just do some other shit. We do tournaments, best in your field song, best TV show. The next tournament coming up is best snacks. We got to keep it light sometimes. This is the deload tournament. Haven't gotten that many responses, so I got to post it again. But let's get going. All right. The first response for what turns men off. This dude said talk. He said talk. We got clowns in my IG. You saw the first lady response for what turns women off was when men breathe. She just said breathe. So we got some funny people here. There's also a breathe as well. So, we got some clowns. All right, so the first real response is be dumb as fuck. Makes my meat soft instantly. This dude is what they call a sapiosexual. He wants him an intelligent woman, a woman he can have a conversation with. You can have deep conversations about the world and all sorts of technical things and all sorts of, he wants some Encyclopedia Britannicas up in a crib, How do you know if someone's smart? Like if you're objectively an intelligent person, this person that answered this is in computer science. So he's definitely, I would say, objectively smart. I know the dude somewhat. So how do you know? I guess you just know, right? Can they hold a conversation? Do they hold your attention? It's all about connection. I think it's deeper than the intelligence itself, but that's a good place to start, And it's also if you get two people that are off on the intelligence scale, whether it be IQ, whether it be emotional intelligence, social intelligence, I think if they're too far apart, it becomes very hard for both. Not even so much the person that's higher on the thing, the person that's lower on the intelligence thing for either emotional, social, or IQ, it becomes hard for them too. It becomes frustrating. You start to worry. You start to second guess yourself, and you don't want to be in that. So you should know your limits. Know what type of intelligence you have. Are you high or low on either one? And find somebody within a manageable range of intelligence. Because I don't think if you're high on all of those, doesn't make you a better person. You could still be high on all those and be a fucking complete piece of shit. If you're high on EQ, you're least likely to be a piece of shit. But just because you're smart doesn't mean you're a good person, right? So just find somebody within a respectable range, because you don't want to be questioning yourself for no reason at all. If you're a good person, but you're low on intelligence on all the other things, at the end of the day, you're still a good person, so you're still winning. We need more of you in the world. But this guy says that a dumb woman, a dumb person, turns him off. The next response is be negative. We've seen these gals out and about, just constantly complaining. And what's the line for? Because I feel like women express more outwardly when they're feeling bad, which is probably why they know how to process emotions more, right? You ever have as a guy, you ever have a girl open up and then you're trying to solve the problems and all she wants you to do is listen and you're trying to fucking hold on. So what is, I guess my question to the listener is, especially the women, at what point do you think it's not even just expressing a healthy amount of troubles going on compared to just straight up complaining and being just a negative soul suck? And I guess that's up to the person that you're with. But yeah, you definitely don't want to be the negative type. I went off on the what turns women off when a guy's negative. That's a men don't really complain that much, so there's a different threshold for that. But there are women that complain too much. I've seen it's just constantly and I guess the way is how do you feel after hanging out with the person, right? Usually, unless you're coming in just tired, drained from the week, you have a lot of things going on in the world. If you're coming in at a set base level and you hang out with someone for 90 minutes to, I think a hangout minimum is 90 minutes. Anything shorter than that is a meeting. You might just be business professionals at that point. But you hang out with them from 90 minutes to, 4 hours. How do you feel afterwards? Do you feel energized? Do you feel optimistic about life? Or do you hang out with them and then you feel like you need a nap? All right, that's a good gauge for me. I'm a social person, my battery runs out, whatever. But I'm talking about there are people you can just feel like there's a tightness, there's a feeling. Do you feel more creative after you hang out with the person, or do you feel like you want to fucking hide under the bed for a little bit? So make sure you pay attention to those feelings. Pay attention to your body, people. This guy says. Another one, it says, makes important decisions based on the stars when they were born and use it as a crutch. Like, I crashed my car because I'm a Libra. My Libra-ness is off balance today. And so is the shock tuning on my car. So that's why. It's like, sadly, you hit a bunch of curbs. That's why. Hold on. Oh my God, you're such a Sagittarius right now. You just let me. I mean, bro, I can't completely write off astrology. I just can't. There's no way that the alignments, because we're all connected, right? But there's no way that, there's no way that the alignment of things won't affect things. But you definitely shouldn't be using it as a crutch. Like, fucking take accountability for your actions. Another guy says, complain about men ghosting and then they ghost you. Hypocrisy here. That's the foundation of this issue right here. Right? If you are ghosting people and then you get pissed when you're off. You're not being honest with yourself. This is the key, right? Learn how to read the room. 90% of life is reading a room, and then 8% of that is being honest with yourself. If you have those two things, you'll be going a long way. How do you if you're ghosting someone, there's no way. If you're over 30 and you've ghosted someone, then within the same month complained about the same thing, I would go talk to somebody. Yeah. Ooh, the next answer is talk shit about her friends. We've seen this before. This is gross. This is great. Yeah, they're talking shit. Oh, this person's this. One I've seen is like she has a group of 4 friends and all of them are hoes. Oh, she's like a hoe. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I don't really give a shit. Like, also, like, why are you down talking it when you're also hanging out, right? Birds of a feather, right? I hate trite sayings, but it is what it is. You're the average of the 5 people you hang out with, and if 4 of your friends are a hoe, sweetie, you a hoe too. All right, you just ain't seeing it. You're not being honest with yourself. All right. Also, ain't nothing wrong with being a hoe. I've gone on about this on podcasts. I think there's healthy ways to be a hoe. Sometimes that's how people process. Some people are just surviving, and they're surviving by taking dick, and that's okay. A little first aid dick never hurt anybody, okay? I like a healthy hoe period, right? I want to settle down with someone that feels like they had enough of that. I don't want to be hanging out with the woman of my life that I want to spend the all my time with the rest of my life, and she's wondering, like, man, I wonder what it would feel like to have 2 dudes tag team me. You know what I'm saying? Or I wonder what it would be like to be with a Malaysian man. I don't want her. Go be with a Malaysian. Go be with the Southeast Asian. Go be with somebody in Antarctica. Get it out of your system before you show up to my doorstep. And then we could talk about it too, because I'm a retired hoe myself. Where are my retired hoes at? Where we at, baby? Raise your hand. Hell yeah. We here, baby. That's experience, man. Experience about people. Experience about yourself. Don't be ashamed of your hoe period, all right? Don't be ashamed, especially if it was in the younger years. Some people got to get it out in their later years because they settled down early. Still, don't judge that. Get the healthy hoe period out. Just do it the right way. Be honest about it. Tell people you don't want to be monogamous and go out there and be a hoe. All right? We live in this country. Get an American flag tattoo above your vagina and let them know. Actually, no, don't do that because then the borders are tight. If you're going through a hoe period, you're going to want something that has a country that has maybe loose borders. Okay? So whatever that is, maybe Mexico. Get a Mexican flag above your vagina and let people in, baby. It's a party. That was off the talk shit about her friends. This is a sexual one. And I like this one too. I like this one. He says, doesn't give a blowjob. Bye, Felicia. And he spelled Felicia with a with a PH. Somebody responded. He said, oh, no, not the Slavic spelling of Felicia. But yeah, find out what you like sexually. You know, whole periods can be good for that. See, find out what you like sexually and what you don't, and find somebody that's in the same range. Same thing with the intelligence thing. This might be, we can make up something. This is sexual intelligence. If you don't like giving blowjobs, find a guy that doesn't like getting them. There are men that don't like getting blowjobs. Crazy, right? Who would have thunk it? There are men that don't like getting blowjobs. They are out there. If you can find each other, then you're living fine. But like, if you like getting blowjobs, and then you find somebody that doesn't, like, you're fucking yourself up. You're lowering the ceiling, right? You're lowering the connection, because that's a way that you can connect in a weird way. You know, it's like a charger. Put that dick in your mouth and charge up the relationship, baby. Bang. And there are women that love giving head. They get wet when they give head. Though, if you love getting head, you got to find yourself one of those where she's sucking you off and she's getting wet. She's already turned on. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. All right. And be careful finding the person that's only giving you blowjobs at the beginning because they think it's the right thing to do. That's not right. Ladies, if you don't like sucking dick, don't suck dick. I'm sorry. Don't be false advertising here during the trial period of the relationship. Then as time goes on, you don't want to suck dick anymore. Right? That's weird. That's false advertising. Now you got a guy that's not getting his dick sucked by you. And according to my sister, if you ain't sucking his dick, somebody else will, bitch. So you better get on your knees. But I think more better is find someone that don't really like sucking dick. Some guys really don't like that. You could tell it's blowing my mind, but there are men out there that don't like getting head. So find that person. So know your sexual boundaries, what you would do, what you wouldn't, and find that person within that same manageable range. Let's see. She says, I'll let you know when she's coordinating plans. This is the next response, guys. She says, I'll let you know when coordinating plans. I'll let you know. That's wishy-washy bullshit. He says, my offer to take you out has now been rescinded. This man knows what his time is worth. It sounds kind of like a dick move, but like all around, if you're sure about yourself, whatever, and somebody's giving you the runaround, drop them, especially if you're on these dating apps. It sounds like those things, one, are a waste of time, but two, like, that a person that says I'll let you know means she's either not into you or she likes you, but she also likes like 3-4 other people, and she's kind of playing the field, you know? If I were to get an I'll let you know, I would just say okay and then never text back again, probably. You don't need to be like, okay, well, there's no doubling down on that. Just move on. And then see if she really will let you know. Because there's a 20% chance, I think, in this situation where she will let you know, and she'll be like, you know. And I'll let you know is different from I'll let you know, let me check my calendar. Right? If she says I'll let you know, let me check my calendar, you might be sitting pretty there. So don't be playing games, ladies. Don't give at this point, everybody has seen these types of responses. Be honest. Don't waste anybody's time. There's millions of men out there. All right. This guy says not giving eye contact during conversation. This one's a little weird, I think, because sometimes people are just nervous. They get or they like you a lot. They're like some people get so enthralled or disarmed, I should say, by someone's aura, someone's looks, someone's whatever, and it's hard to you're like, holy shit. It may not be that they don't have the confidence overall. It may just be like in that moment, you might be a little intimidating, especially if you're that dude, if you're that person, right? Some people, their imagination gets the best of them, and they put people up on a pedestal. If someone's not making, I'm going to give extra on this one. If someone's not giving eye contact during conversation, extend the olive branch. They might be a little nervous. Help them out. Don't just fucking be like, this person is not confident in themselves. They are done. This is what Tony Robbins told me to do. Nah. Be cool. Read the room. Hey, she's nervous. Ask questions. Get them talking about themselves so they can feel more comfortable, you know? And now if the eye contact is just super shifty, all the time and their answers seem weird and your body's giving you that feeling of like, I think this person's full of shit and they've got 5 other dates on their mind and this is why their eye contact's off, that's different. But learn how to read that body language. Some people just get nervous, man. Give some grace. This guy says if he sees on her Instagram a queen looking for a king and a bunch of self-motivating bullshit, shove it and go be single somewhere else. He says he don't want to be with little Aiden. You know? He doesn't want queen looking for a king. He said, bitch, this ain't a monarchy, okay? This is a democracy. Talk to me like a real person, not in Instagram quotables. That could be a red flag. There are some things where you see on someone's red flag on Instagram that could be a red flag. And queen looking for a king can be one of them. I'm not saying this is absolute, but it could be one of them. Oh, this other guy says, too many guy friends. That's a turnoff for him. Too many guy friends. What's the ratio on that? You know, if you got 10 friends, how many guy friends are too much? Fellas, listeners, hit me up on IG and let me know. How many guy friends are too much? 3, 4, 5? I don't know. I don't mind. Yeah, me personally, I don't think I would mind that. If it's all guy friends. And now if she's like, I don't hang out with women because it's too much drama, I'll be like, bitch, you are the drama probably. You've been excommunicated from a whole gender. Why? What have you done? How many villages have you burned down emotionally for these people? How many times have people given to you and you haven't given back? There's more to this story. But if you just have guy friends, I actually like a girl that has the capability to be friends with the other gender outside of like a sexual thing like that. It's probably because I myself am like that. I can be friend with a girl. To me, there's value in having a strictly platonic friendship with people of the other gender because then you get to learn more. You get to have more empathy. You get to hear what they're talking about. And it just helps me move through the world better. My answer to this, a girl answered. She goes, what is your answer to what turns you off? To what's a turn off for me? And it would be for me, I answered this earlier. For me, it would be a manipulative type. Any kind of manipulation. I've been versed in the arts, bro. Like if I sense any kind of manipulation, so lying, passive aggression, the weird manipulating where you're asking questions when you really mean to make a statement. To me, it's a turnoff. It shows that you're sneaky. You don't have any confidence. Yeah. So for me, it would be any type of manipulation because for me to get into deep connection with people, I need to trust you with the keys to my brain and my heart. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'll tell you when I've been thinking some fucked up thing, you know, and on the other way, I want to know what fucked up thoughts you're thinking. So we can laugh about it and we can be human beings together, right? So I would say any kind of manipulation, and I've been through it, dog. I was raised by a Hispanic woman. My sister's a crazy-ass Dominican. Like, I know. There was one time I was arguing with my sister, and she started crying. She starts crying, right? And I just knew she was I knew she was I knew she was bullshitting. So I just stand there, just dead staring at her. And I was like, Amanda, I know you're fake crying right now. She's like, fuck you, nigga. Boy. She knew that I knew so much that she broke character instantly and just started cursing me out, which is still one of the funniest interactions I've ever had with her. But yeah, that's my answer. And we're going to shut this one down because we're at the 20-minute mark. There's going to be a part 2 to this. Thank you to the men that responded. I love that we were able to get 2 episodes out of this. Same thing like we did with the ladies. So thanks for being engaged and involved. Share my stuff with your friends. Share this with somebody you think that needs it. If you listen to all these episodes, it's a double-sided swing because you get to learn what turns the other gender off. And then also episodes that are coming down, I already have the answers, are what are turn-ons as well, right? We ain't going to keep it negative. We're going to end on a positive note, right? This relationship series I'm doing is going to be a Sour Patch Kid. We're going to start sour, but we're going to end sweet. Guys, thank you so much. Sign up to my Patreon, patreon.com/FreddyValoy for more stuff. But that's it for me. Bye. Yay.